If you will not turn to the dark side, then perhaps she will.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Here is the final update as of right now for Darth Vader, until I decide to do Luke and put them both on the stand, or on a stand and make a diorama. This was my first vinyl kit. It was a learning curve, I can tell you that. Heat is your friend when trying to fix areas that do not quite go together quite right. The toothpick is also your friend when you're trying to detail out small areas, kind of like I used a toothpick for the green to do these, the red and these little silvers, and up in here I did the toothpick. And for his lightsaber handle, I did the toothpick in the little grooves that were black. I used Future for his boots and for his gloves. I used a Rust-Oleum clear gloss for his chest piece here and his face and helmet. I ditched the vinyl cape for the top part and used a velour fabric. I didn't ditch the cape that goes around his midsection. I used that and I just wrapped it in with the leather fabric that I had. I used this fabric tack glue to do both areas actually. This stuff's pretty good. I'd recommend it to anybody that wants to is dealing with fabric for their models. There's 3 red blinking LEDs in these. There's 2 green LEDs in each of these, but then I have a strip of white along the back side to light up the green even more, because it didn't light up quite all that good with just the green. There's also 2 red LEDs in behind his eyes. You can't see it because I wanted that to come through just in very low lighting, and it does come through. His lightsaber I did with a solid red SMD. These are the 0402 red LED SMDs from HDA Model Works. I did cut his lightsaber off there where it meets the handle. I was going to use Side Glow fiber optic. I didn't want to shave it down using a knife to whittle it down. I don't think it would have came out quite right. I tried to heat it up and roll it out, and that just didn't really seem to work. So what I did was I glued the I drilled a tiny hole in the lightsaber part, stuck the red SMD up through there, and I I frosted this lightsaber with sandpaper. I just went over it with sandpaper, scuffed it up real good. And in low lighting, the whole lightsaber does light up, and it does look pretty cool. I took a couple pictures, so I'll post them. I'll post the pictures over on Facebook and on my page, and in a couple of the groups I belong to. I don't know if it'll show up how it will do if I turn the lights down for this video. I'll try that in a second. Let's see what else. I think that's about it. It took me a little while to get the lightsaber in there. I was trying to pull the wire all the way back through the arm to get the wires from the SMD in there. And I can only get them in for so far, then it wouldn't go any further. And I even tried to pull them through the boot, and the two wires aren't coming through, so I'm thinking they're tangled up in the wires that are in here. So I started to drill down through the handle and run the wire down through there, down through a hole that I drilled through the side of the handle. And I even went out and I bought the Dremel drill press, the workstation, and being new and trying to use it, I started drilling through the handle and it kind of went out on the side. But excuse me, but it's in the back part, and you're not gonna see the wiring, and you can't see the wire. You can't really see the resistor that's in there. The resistor is in the hand and not buried in the hand. I had to shorten the wire up on the SMD and then resolder everything, and that took me a little while to get done. I worked on that probably for a couple hours. It just was real fidgety, and the real thin wire you got to be careful with because it just seems to break real easy. I used hot glue to keep his cape down here, and I used hot glue to wrap around the cape around the midsection. There is velour on his sides here where it shows on the costume, and there is velour on the back. Overall, for being my first model, vinyl model, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it came out pretty good, kind of the way that I wanted it to come out. I only wish that the lightsaber would light all the way up in bright light, but I understand that it won't until it's in low light. I think that is it. I used Folk Art Licorice as a base color. Like I said, this was a learning curve, and I do believe the next time I do a vinyl kit, instead of doing it in sections and painting the sections and then gluing it all together, I'm not doing that. The next time I do this, do a vinyl kit, think I'm going to glue it all together, get the seams worked out, get it primered, and paint the whole thing, and go that route. Because painting in sections and then going back, I've had to go back several different times and touch up areas of paint that were scuffed up and whatnot. And so I realize now not to do that for the next time. So that's it. I finally come up with a name for my YouTube channel. I'm calling it the Eclectic Modeler because I like to do a wide variety of subjects, from cars to spaceships to boats to ships to planes, starships, and I wanted to come up with a name for my YouTube channel instead of just using my name. So I thought about it for a couple days, and I've come up with that name. I've also downloaded some different intros and endings. I've also downloaded a video editor software, so I'm going to be trying that out here probably with this video. So I think I've gone on about long enough. If you have any questions or any comments, please leave them. If you liked the video, let me know. And I appreciate you guys watching. I was changing the name on my YouTube channel, and I noticed I had like 52 subscribers, and that's, for me, it's amazing. I never expected to have that. But I love watching all the other videos that everybody else puts out, and I'm glad for the 52 subscribers that I do have. So on that note, guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subbing. Please leave your comments and your suggestions and whatever else you'd like to leave. And until next time, we'll see you. I almost forgot, guys, I wanted to do a low light so you can see what it looks like in low light. This is what he looks like in low light. Here is his lightsaber. And it does shine up. It gets dimmer as it goes up, but it still looks pretty cool. And his chest piece and all that lights up. I don't think I can zoom in to get his eyes. Let's see here. Nope, it's not going to show his eyes. So that's it until next time, guys. I'll put this at the end of the video, so until then, we'll see you.